This is a whirlpool refresh. The problem with this refresh, it wasn't getting cold. It was getting good. It was getting cold here in the freezer, but on the refresh, it wasn't getting as cold. I noticed that the fan here wasn't turning as good, so I replaced. This is the old motor, and I tested out, and then you can feel the wind. You can feel like strong now. This one was barely turning. When I was just touching it, it was just, I didn't feel no force. So that's how I knew that this was the problem. As soon as I turned this one on, I could feel the little wind like a little fan. And with this one, it was really weak. I could tell right away. Yeah, you could tell because when you touch it, you barely feel any force. Like you barely touch it and it stops. That's how I knew. And then this one, you do touch it, but you feel kind of like force pushing it. That's how I knew. And then it's pretty easy. It's like force pulls. 1, 2, 3, 4. I was already putting it back. It's frozen. I should have waited, but just open this up, and then this one right here, you have to pull it. You have to push those little button things. Push them, and once you push them, this comes off. Once it comes off, there's the fan access. There's that screw right there, and then that screw right there. You take those off. That's a 1 quart. And then there's those little clamps. Once you take those screws off, it comes out. You take this. There's those little wires that are just hooking there. You just take them off, unhook it. Once they're off, outside, you push those with the pliers. There's that one and that one right there. Push that off, and it comes right off from the back. That gives you access for the fan to come out. Once the fan comes out, you just pull the little fan towards this way, and it comes right off. It doesn't have a screw or anything. You just pull it out. You're just being careful. And then that's how I did it. Pulled it out, push that, pull it out from the back, and then there in the front side, you don't see it, but on the front side and the back side, it has like a little rubber, thing that holds the fan from the front and from the back. That makes the fan being labeled, so it won't touch everything around. But it's pretty easy once you get it out. Yeah, and then the freezer was getting frozen because the fan wasn't working right. Yeah, and it wasn't pushing all the air down there. Anyway, so I'm just gonna put it back, put the screw right there, and then put the cover right here in here. There's this little part that goes right here. This little part goes hook in there, and that's it. Yeah, you can tell it's a little burnt too. It's the old fan. It's pretty weak. Anyways, the only thing that you have to think about too is that there's the ground. It's way in the back. So before you put those little clamps back, before you push it in, make sure you put the ground first, because it's really tight space. If you don't do it, then you're gonna have to take it off again, because it's really tight in the back. It won't give you access if you don't do it. Alright.